Good day. This is Terry Scott, the ABC consultant. A for advocacy, B for branding, and C for cash flow. Now we're going to talk about cash flow. And again, it's one of my favorite subjects because, in advocacy, there's so many things that you can do, so many ways to help other people. And branding is so exciting. I've been doing that since 1981. I know that I probably look like I've only been doing it since like maybe 1982. Hey, that's a joke. But anyway, cash flow, that's exciting too because there's so many ways to get cash flow. And you know what? We're going to talk about them today. And guess what? If you're whining about tariffs, if you're whining about the inflation, guess what? There's been tariffs before. There's been inflation before. Let's fix that. You can't. But let's fix you. Let's fix your business. Let's fix your mindset. Because you don't have to whine when you know that there's no excuses. And I'm going to show you why there's not any excuses today because I'm going to help you with cash flow. So we've already talked about what are the three main sections of a cash flow statement. And you can focus on positive cash flow would be with the operating activities, investing activities, and now today, financing activities. Now, this section deals with how the company is funded, including debt and equity. Inflows involve borrowing money or issuing stock, while outflows include repaying debt or buying back stock. This section now highlights how your company should be managing its capital structure. Now, I would suggest that you write down those three areas. Do you remember what they were? Operating activities, investing activities, financing activities. Now, go ahead and do a mental audit. How are you doing in those three areas? What are you doing in those three areas? Now, if you're a sole proprietor, an entrepreneur, or a small business owner, all of that might be you. But if you own a medium-sized business to maybe a large-sized business, you need to meet with the three separate departments that you have and do this simple exercise. Why don't you do it yourself, have them do it, and then compare notes? You'll find some revealing facts about operating activities, investing activities, and financing activities. Now, here's a quick ad for All Solutions Known, but bear with me because you're going to learn something from it, even if you don't purchase or use any of our services. Are you ready? Here's a quick ad for All Solutions Known. We offered funding. Now, remember, financing activities, that's why I'm talking to you about funding. We offered funding, and we can help those who can and also cannot afford or find or qualify for funding elsewhere. So we can help you with that. However, when you come to All Solutions Known for funding, we're not going to talk about funding right away. We're going to see if we can help you without funding. So we're first going to find money that's hidden in your business. There is money in your business. A lot. And if you're a sole proprietor or a very small business owner, we could only be talking about $10,000 or $20,000 if you have maybe 5 employees or something like that. Now, if you're a medium-sized business or a larger-sized business, we've recently helped a manufacturing firm recoup and earn around $600,000. So nothing to sneeze at. But if you're a smaller business, it's all relative. Would $20,000 help your business? Would that help you with your cash flow? So what we're going to do is we're going to find out that money that you already are owed, but you don't know about it. So when we get that to you, you may not require a loan, or at that point, maybe just a reduced loan. We're in the business of helping you stay in business, helping, not hurting. We don't care if we can help you find money for your business or if we give you a loan for your business, but what we do care about is doing it correctly so that you're actually not being hurt and that you're going to be able to stay in business. So we save you money and we make you money where others cannot. Now, here's some exciting news, and here's a great opportunity that nobody else is talking about because nobody else can do it for you. And here we are. Gold is up. The price of gold is up. And it's gone up exponentially just in the past couple of months. It's been crazy. And so you may think it's out of reach. And people think it's out of reach for many, but we all know that it's a great investment, right? So what if I told you that I could get you gold for free? Now, offering gold to our clients is one of our services that we do. And so I'm a gold advisor. I work with other associates. And anyway, what we can do, and you see the ads all over the place, and you can now own physical gold. And you can either have that at your house, physical gold, so you can hold it and show people. Probably not a good idea. But anyway, and there's risk by having it at your house. But then the other thing is, of course, you can have it stored in a vault somewhere and it's secured there. And then also, you can take part of your IRA money and put that into physical gold, or like so many of our clients, they have money that is not making a high interest, a high return. So you can take some of that lazy money and do that. Now that's all fine and dandy. That's all about your money. And I'm going to talk about your money that you don't know about, but that when we find it for you, you can put it into gold. So here it is. I've just talked to you about how we find money that you're owed. And this is money through cost seg and tax incentives and credits and R&D credits and WOTC and all that sort of thing. If you don't know about any of that, don't worry about those acronyms or even what that means. It's kind of our job. But what we do is we look for money that's owed you and your business on a local level, a county level, a regional level, a state level, federal level. And, some of these almost change daily. But with our proprietary software, we're able to find that information and those programs, and we get that money for you. So now when you get that money, you can use it to pay your bills. You can use it for cash flow. You can use it for employee payroll. You can use it for anything you want. And guess what? You can also use it for gold. Ta-da! Who else can do that for you? We can at All Solutions Known. So I would say, okay, you're thinking about investing in gold. Maybe leave some of that money in your accounts, and let's take 60 seconds and see what you're owed. And take some of that money that you're going to get back and put that into gold. It's money that you didn't know you had. It's money that you weren't banking on. So it works for our other clients. Seems to make sense. So also, there's one last thing too. And again, this all has to do with finance and activities. So if we can find you money, number one, that you didn't know that you had, hello, and we give you money, it's a no-brainer, okay? And then the other thing is, when you take some of that money and you can put it into gold, and who cares what the cost is of gold today? Just take some of your money and put it into it. And now the other thing is, have you considered adding solar to your location and maybe high-speed EV chargers so that when your customers are eating at your restaurant, they can be charging their vehicle, and when they get done eating in an hour, their car is charged with these high-speed EV chargers. Or your business is closed and people are coming through in the evening at the nighttime. These are secured EV chargers with lights and everything else. And then let's say that they're running out of electricity. They look on their cell phone and they look for software like PlugShare, and it says, oh, there's an EV charger at your place of business. You're sleeping. Your business is closed. Yet you're still making a revenue. And you're getting this revenue share every month. So what we do is your business may qualify for what's called no cost solar. And so we're looking for nationwide locations. Actually, we're in 193 different countries, but I'm talking to USA business owners right now, I think. And, if you're from another country, look us up because we can help you over there too, possibly. But again, you'll have to qualify. I don't know if you would. What we do is we just take some non sensitive information and then get back to you after we see if your location qualifies. So, anyway, we say no cost. Obviously, there is a cost. So, what happens is what we do is instead of you having all of that upfront cost, we'll take care of all of that. I'm an intake specialist for a company, a large solar EV company. They do all kinds of things. But anyway, they'll take care of the development, the installation, and even the maintenance. And then what happens is, as a business owner, you'll share in that 50-50 revenue split. So if interested, all you need to do is raise your hand and say, I'm interested. Contact me. I'll get some of that non-sensitive information. That takes about 5 minutes. And then we just wait for about 8 to 12 weeks to see if your location qualifies. Sometimes it takes less, sometimes it takes a little bit longer, but you don't know what you don't know. So if you own several locations, or if you have a lot of land or whatever, let's start with 1 or 2 locations and take it from there. So, wasn't that interesting? I'm helping you make money. I'm giving you money today. So we talked about operating activities, investing activities, financing activities. Go ahead and write those 3 things down and take it to your departments and say, what are we doing with our operating activities? What are we doing with our investing activities? What are we doing with our financing activities? Is it good, bad, or neutral? And then how can we improve that? How can we make it better? And I think I've given you some ways how you can make it better. So again, this is Terry Scott, the ABC consultant, and I'm saying make it a great day for somebody. Then make it a great day for your business, the people in your business. And when you do those 2 things, great things will happen for you. Bye for now.